All right, thoughts on protein powder supplement as opposed to getting protein from whole food. So this is another one of those ones where ideally, yes, you would get it from whole food. It is so hard to get what I think if you are lifting weights. Now, if you are sitting at home watching TV and never lifting weights, then yes, do not eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. But if you are lifting and trying to get stronger and build more muscle, then you should be eating about a pound of protein per body weight. Um, and it is extremely hard to get there with only food. I weigh 200 pounds. 200 grams of protein is very, very difficult to eat in whole foods. So I do use protein powders and bars to help me get to where I want to get on my protein intake for my muscle health and strength. So I think there are different quality protein powders. There are different ones. And of course, there is third-party testing. Again, Thorne has a good protein powder. It's third-party tested. I mostly just use Optimal Nutrition because I think it's a good protein powder. It's mass produced, so it's cheap. And I think it's good. But there are lots of good brands of protein powder out there. You'll see people, advertising all sorts of different things about just grass-fed only or whatever. And I think for the most part, most of that is just marketing, and they're trying to make it a value-based sale. But there are low-quality proteins out there, and so you want to make sure you get a high-quality protein. And the different type of protein, whether it's a collagen protein or a whey protein, a casein protein, whatever it is, because they all work a little bit differently. The other thing to note is when you eat protein, it absorbs much, much slower than if you drink whey protein. And so that is the other thing to think about as you take in protein. But protein timing is one of those things that's highly controversial as well. There's been lots of studies, whether you should only take in 40 grams of protein at a time. And if you're going to just do whey protein all day, you should probably only take in 40 grams of protein at a time. But if you're going to eat protein, if you're eating some chicken or fish or something like that, then you can probably take in more than 40 grams of protein. Super interesting study that came out recently that showed 100 grams of protein was still used. Of course, some of that protein was casein, which is a slow absorbing protein. But that does kind of give a signal that eating protein that is going to absorb much slower than whey protein. And so I often will do a lean protein like a chicken breast, and then drink some whey protein on top of that to get to my protein levels, and often break 50, 60 grams of protein. And I'm totally comfortable with that because I know some of it is fast absorbing and some of it is slow absorbing. So that is it for the questions on supplements this week. Thank you, everybody, for submitting your questions. And I hope you learned something, and we'll see you soon. Bye.